Hari Om, dear friends and sadhaks, a very warm welcome to each one of you again. Come, let's pray together. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amrutam gamaya sahana vavatu sahanau bhunaktu saha viryam karavavahai tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. O the Almighty, the one who is named as Agrahya, Shashvata, to such a Lord, together we all offer our Sastanga pranams to seek His grace, His love, His blessings, His mercy, His compassion, His guidance, His strength, and Shraddha, Bhakti, Jnana, and Vairagya. O Lord, please bestow upon us all these qualities and make this knowledge a living reality in our lives. And finally, at the end of our journey, we seek your blessings to reach your heavenly abode. Om Tat Sat. Today, we are on our Divine Discourse number 170, 22nd of December 2020. Swasti Shri Sharvari Nama Samvatsara Dakshinayana Hemantarutu Margashira Masa Shukla Paksha Ashtami Uttara Bhadra Nakshatra Vyatipata Yoga Bhavakarane. So, on this auspicious day of Tuesday and time of the evening, Na ham karta, hari preranaya, hari prityartam. Each and everything that comes to us in our life is only and only due to the grace of the Lord. We seek His blessings and mercy once again. Our humble salutations to the entire Guru Parampara. Om Tat Sat. A very warm welcome to everyone once again. Good evening. So far, let's just take a quick recap of what we have learned. We have seen the first shloka where Jagadguru Shankaracharya tells us about be aware, death is something which is going to come for sure, and it will confiscate everything that you have over here in terms of all your wealth, possessions, your relationships, each and every aspect you have gained while living, that will all get confiscated, excepting for the good and bad you have done. So this is primarily, it gives you the foundation which is dharma. So it says, keep chanting the name of the Lord, because that is the only thing which is going to come with you. So the first shloka spoke about dharma. Then the second shloka spoke about artha, which is wealth, possessions. So there we got to understand that santushti, satisfaction, contentment, with the background knowledge that anything which comes to us is by Lord's grace and by our past deeds as karma. You will not get anything earlier or later or anything more or less. So just be happy with whatever you have got, santushti, and see whatever way you can enrich your life by doing good deeds. So that spoke about artha. Then the third shloka, it spoke about kama. As we have the four goals or the four pillars, dharma, artha, kama, moksha of one's life. So now the third one is kama. He says, for a jiva which is struggling to evolve, there is one thing which can pull you down, is kama, that is desire. It could be desire for anything. Desire to eat, desire to spend, desire to roam around. But there he says, there is one thing which is the lust for the opposite gender, where all the five senses are involved strongly. He says that is a greatest trap. It can blindfold you. It can make you go mad. So he says, be careful about that kama. Rise above that. And only those who have got the capacity to rise, they will be able to reach the Lord. It's not everybody's game over here. One needs to have that extra willpower and determination about reaching the Lord. So beware of this trap. Now comes the fourth verse, which we did last time, where it spoke about the high uncertainty of life. Apart from being uncertain, what are the three main things in life? Disease, sorrow, and ego. There is no fourth thing in life. So knowing this truth, what Jagat Guru Shankaracharya is trying us, this is where you are now. Whatever you are doing, however you are, ensure that at the back of your mind, you are always in the company of the Lord. So now, today what verse we are going to take? The 5th verse. Here, he tries to tell us, don't be too proud of yourself. Your age, your success, your followership, your accolades. Don't be too proud about it. And let's see now how this goes forward. Come. See, one thing is there, we are all going to get old one day. Some are not old, fine. For them this applies, but for who are already old, they are going to get super old. In such a scenario, which is definitely going to come to us, whether we want it or we don't want it, then how should one be prepared for such a stage in life? How should one be able to take life in the right stride? So here it talks about the bare facts of life. They are again on a crack whip basis. So here and there, I will give you the bitter pills, and wherever possible, I'll do a little bit of sugar coating on them. So we'll move forward. First we'll chant BHAJA GOVINDAM together, and then the 5th verse we'll also chant together. I'll first read the verse for your understanding. Yavad vitto parjana saktah stavan nija parivaro raktah paschat jivati jara jara dehe vartam kopina pruchati gehe. Got it? Now let's sing together. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Samprapte San Nihite Kale, Samprapte San निहिते काले नहीं नहीं रक्षति ढुकुरुं करणे नहीं नहीं रक्षति ढुकुरुं करणे यावद्वित्तो पार्जन saktah स्थावन्निज परिवारो रक्तः पश्चाज्जीवति जर जर देहे पश्चाज्जीवति जर जर देहे वार्तां कोऽपि न पृच्छति गेहे वार्तां कोऽपि न पृच्छति गेहे भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. See here what this Shloka says is, as far as you are delivering in life, which means you are earning, you are bringing something, you are contributing something. Till such time, all the people around you, they could be your dependents, they could be your friends, they could be your near and dear relatives, Everybody will be like around you. You're like a flower full of nectar, and they are like the bees who are continuously around you. But as time progresses, one day you're going to become old. And at that point of time, he straight says, no one, not a single soul would want to talk to you a word at home, because you are at home only that time. Vartam kopi na pruchati gehe. Gehe means home. Pruchati, speak. Kopi, nobody. Vartam means word. Vartam kopi na pruchati gehe. Not one person will want to come and have a chat with you. Chat is a big term. At least one word. How are you? No. He says this is the fact of life. See, we all are a refined version of an animal. So a human, as our Gurudev Sri Swami Chinmayananda says, we are all essentially very selfish. We don't believe in giving without any hope of getting. Means nothing for nothing. If I am going to get something, then I will give something. If I know that I don't get anything from this person, then I will not give him anything. This is the nature's law, he says. A universal law. Even be the most intimate, loving relationships. See, there is always a difference. In a joint family, me having grown in a joint family, I could see this. Any earning member of the family, he gets a priority on everything. It starts right from the time of you get up in the morning, the bathroom, the washroom, from that stage it starts. See, in today's life condition, we all have our own rooms and our own attached bathrooms, fine. But in those days, when it was a large family, everything was like shared. And there, whoever is the earning member, somebody is going to the fields, he gets an advantage. Somebody is going to work, somebody is going to do business. So be it the relationship of a man or a man and wife, or a father and son, brother and sister, wherever it is all that there is a differential treatment to the one who contributes more to the family or to others. So, earning and whatever we try to save out of that earning, that alone brings us or commands respect, reverence, and love from others. Why? Others have some kind of a feeling within themselves. Today this person is earning, he is saving. Good. I am going to get a share of it at some point of time. Let him earn. I'll encourage him, I'll promote him, I'll be good to him, I'll talk to him. But if a person is not doing anything in the family, he is treated as dirt. This is a bare fact of life, which I have seen personally in my life. And you also must have experienced this. So he says that as they say money earns respect and money can buy anything, indeed this is absolutely true. But take the reverse of this. If money can buy you things, if money can buy you respect and love, then absence of money can also bring you sorrow. This is the funda which he takes over here. And what does he try to educate us over here? He tries to say, remember, now you are earning, now you are contributing to the family. When we say earning, meaning it's Not that only people who go out and earn, but people who are also working at home. Like the poor mother, the wife, the sister, whoever are working at home, it even amounts to them. They are contributing something to the family, isn't it? So that also comes under this earning. Now, the moment you are not in a position to earn or contribute, one day when you are old, where you don't have the strength, then he says, that is the time when you will see the world which was you had experienced earlier completely turns against you. All that you had seen, those loving people, they slowly start moving away. So this he forewarns over you. This is the sad way the world functions. Just understand this. At any point of time, when your capacities, they go down, and when you are no more able to contribute, this is what will happen. So this is a kind of a forewarning. So for a forewarning, what one has to do? He has to be forearmed. Become ready. This is the natural tendency. So don't get disturbed by this. Right from the time when you have everything under your control. Don't just get swayed away in that company and feel that, oh, my life is going to be beautiful till the last breath. No, give it up. Have an important goal in your life. How I can attain inner peace. How I can attain that self-sufficiency within me where I don't depend on anybody else. Once you get this kind of a knowledge in your mind, there you are forearmed based on the forewarning which has been given by Adi Shankaracharya. So what he says, he again comes up with this pratipaksha bhavana, which I said as dosha drushti. Imbibe this dosha drushti. Dosha means fault. Drushti, finding nature. See, we all are experts in fault finding, isn't it? Somebody going on the street, we comment, hey, what kind of a dress that person is wearing? What kind of a hairstyle he or she has? Of course, men, they hardly have a hairstyle because they don't have hair itself. So it applies for women. What kind of a hairstyle she is having? What kind of a handbag she is carrying? Now, who is she? None of your business. But this is our nature. We comment on others. So he says, forget about commenting on the world. Start commenting or thinking what your mind is doing. Look at your mind and there train it. He says not to get carried away with all these vanities of life. When everything is going good, yes, people are around me. At that point of time, try to build your relationship with the Lord. Do meditation, do jap, and derive an intimacy with the Lord, which during that brief time of 15 minutes, 20 minutes in a day, you gradually increase it to half an hour. Then you further increase it more and more because you have other works to do. Don't worry, I know you have other works. So the Lord says, slowly you increase that relationship with me. And a day will come when everybody is ready to kick you. You kick the world before the world kicks you. And I am there waiting for you. I will be your best companion at that time. Because nobody is there to be with you, isn't it? I will be there. So likewise, what knowledge the Jagat Guru is telling us is, you understand this dosha drushti of life and get ready for that. Start getting into more serene contemplation and intense self-engagements. Now we are all engaged with the world. worldly engagements, start reducing that and make some time for self-engagement and deeper contemplation. So with this, what happens? You are prepared to face those hard days which are going to come to you in life. Now let's take an example. See here, let's say you're a government officer of a deputy commissioner cadre and much higher, a joint commissioner types, where you have a big bungalow. From the main gate to reach the main house, you have to walk about 400-500 steps. A big garden in front of your house, a fountain in front of your house, and there, imagine the scene now. You are sleeping, and everybody knows that Bade Sahib, no? Sahib is going to get up at 7 in the morning. Just an example. Now, when everybody knows he's going to get up at 7, the first thing is the wife and the cook, they're all running around trying to make him get a cup of coffee ready. And the wife is making the coffee, and then she runs to the bathroom. She ensures that there is a fresh towel over there. The blade is intact, shaving foam is intact, everything is kept there neat and clean. And then this Sahib gets up. As he gets up, he has a cup of coffee in his hand, ready. And then he goes into the toilet. He freshens up and he comes out. And 3-4 people are running around the table, setting the table. And there he comes to the dining table. He has his breakfast. There are about 15-20 people waiting outside to meet him. As he gets out, the office peon, he comes to carry his bag and the files. So they take all that, and this person with hands free, bare hands, he goes out. His peon is walking in front of him. The driver is there, and another 2 people are accompanying. And as he goes out, he sees 30-40 people over there. While breakfast time, it was 15-20. Now they know Saab is getting ready, he's going to come out. He barely talks to 2 or 3 people, and he gets into the car. See how much of pomp and show is there in his life. Now what happens is, when all this is happening, imagine your own self in that scenario. It doesn't stop here. He gets into his office now. After that brief travel, as he gets into the office, the chaprasi gives him a big salam there. And then everybody, good morning sir, namaste sir, good morning sir, namaste sir. He goes and sits in his cabin. This goes on and on and on, and this fellow is floating on cloud 9. Because as he's growing older and older in his work, he's getting promotions and he's enjoying that beautiful ride. And then a day comes when he or she is going to retire. And yes, on that retirement day, there is a proper party organized, which is a kind of a routine in every office. And a farewell party is given. So some bouquets are there, some garlands are there, and everybody talks the same thing. There's no big change in the speech which they'll be giving on that retirement day. And then he comes back home. Next day morning, he gets up at 7. Where there is coffee? No coffee. Then he goes to the bathroom and he sees there is no towel, there is no blade, there is no shaving cream or foam. He goes and tells his wife, what is this? I didn't get my coffee, I didn't see my towel. He says, what is the hurry for you now? Go and take it yourself. And if you want to tell me, no, I'll bring it for you. See the sudden change. When he's an officer, his father, his son-in-law, his daughter-in-law, his son, daughter, everybody are waiting to talk to him. Now he has the time and nobody wants to talk to him. It starts from that day. So the same way, even be it in business, as far as you're performing well, you're giving orders, you're making payments on time, people will keep taking your appointments and meeting you. The moment you don't perform, even if you call, they will not come to meet you, because that news has already spread. This person is no more a good paymaster. He doesn't keep his words, and they write you off. If you are employed in a private organization, there are appraisals from time to time. Here you don't get, as you grow, as in a government office, you get promotions. That doesn't happen over here in a private, in private sector. So whatever be your age, as far as you're performing, everybody will be praising you, and the day or the week they see that your performance is going down, they just neglect you. They may not even call you for the meetings which would have never happened without you. So this way, there comes a change, a sudden change, which we fail to understand. Now, think of a person, like, let's say a woman. For some reason, she falls ill. Now, when she falls ill, and if that illness is prolonged, it's 3 days, 1 week, 15 days, 1 month, 6 months, then you should see the kind of tantrum she'll be facing. Everybody forgets the hard work she had put in all her life. But the moment she is not able to perform, things change for a person. Vartam kopina pruchati gehe. As you become old, grandchildren, forget your children, grandchildren. How do they behave? How everybody else behaves, they'll keep looking at that, and they also try to behave on those lines. Reason is, one is you can't hear. They have to shout and tell you 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. And everybody is busy when they are young. And even if they tell you something after listening to you, whatever they tell you, you can't understand because they don't have teeth in their mouth. Whatever they are saying, you can't understand. And even if they say something, they talk about the past, which is of no relevance to the people now. So like this, what happens is, life becomes a complete mess when you reach that stage. So here, Jagat Guru says, be calm, be engrossed, don't ride that wave, understand what is life, and get into the right mode where you start your practice of getting associated with the Lord. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. And when this scenario comes, don't have the slightest heartbreak. Don't. When you have retired or when you're old, they're not going to give that bathroom to you, which they used to give you on top priority. They used to call you by name, please come, you go first. Now, even if you go and stand there, it could be a situation where your daughter-in-law will say, what is the hurry for you? And if it is a small town, they'll say, please go out and finish your nature call. In that way, at least you'll be doing some walking and you'll be more healthy. These kind of statements you will have to listen. Be prepared. Once a Swamiji visited somebody's house. They had called for Bhiksha. And there they said, Swamiji, please bless our grandmother. She's so sick. She's in coma for the last 6 months. And now Swamiji, what he can do and what he can bless, he understands karma theory. So poor chap, he held her by her hand and he was just shaking his lips. He was not really saying any mantra or something, but he just acted that way because he knows there is nothing which I can do over here. Now what happened? After a week, that person to whose house he had gone, that person comes to him in one general gathering where there was a satsang. He comes and says, "Oh Swamiji, you know what happened?" Now this Swamiji was taken aback a little. He says, "What happened, man?" He asked me to pray and probably is expecting some good result out of that, and I know for myself that I have not prayed. He says, "My grandmother passed away. It was so painful to see her. She was all the time suffering. So Swamiji, what we did, we couldn't see her suffering. So what we did is we stopped all the medicines. And then she passed away." Now the Swamiji thought for himself, "What do you think of me? You think I'm a fool? She is in coma, and a coma patient doesn't experience any pain. I know that. And what are you talking about her pain? Tell that you were in pain because you were not able to pay her hospital bills." This also is a scenario. When you get old and when such kind of a situation happens, there could be a stage where people don't bother much about your welfare. Paschad jivati jara jara dehe. As your body starts getting older and older and older, people will start moving away. Now, hear what he says. Get prepared mentally and physically also in what way you can structure your life. Whatever savings you need to keep proper savings so that you can hire a nurse, you can hire a doctor, and when situation goes bad, you can handle yourself carefully. Now, this is not all just to give some kind of a negative thought and demotivate. No, this is a fact of life. And he says, invoke that vairagya in you. Yes, today the world is at topmost pleasure, but down the line when you get old, this scenario will come. So get that vairagya in you and start becoming an adhikari for tattva chintan. Tattva chintan means start remembering the Lord. If one has to reach the peak of spirituality, he needs vairagya and jnana. Just like an eagle needs two strong wings to reach the peak, in the same way we need jnana and vairagya. Understand. Don't misunderstand people around you. That is how they are going to behave. Make up your mind right from this point of time. So that amounts to getting vairagya in you and start listening to the Shastras, listening to the scriptures, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, and good texts like BHAJA GOVINDAM, and understand the reality of life. So this is how slowly and steadily one has to understand these bare facts and prepare themselves to face life in future. Okay. Now we'll do Shri Vishnu Sahasranama. Come. Okay, I have to make an announcement. On 24th, this coming Friday, we have Vaikunta Ekadashi. That is the 25th Friday. That is the most sacred of all Ekadashis. So Since our next class is designated for 25th, we'll have a slight modification. On 25th, I request all of you to be engrossed in reciting the Vishnu Sahasranama or chanting the name of Lord Vishnu. Om Namo Narayanaya or Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya or Vishnu Sahasranama. If you can't chant, just keep listening to that and be on deep contemplation as much as you can. So that day, since for the last few years I have been chanting Sri Vishnu Sahasranama 108 times, so it takes almost about 16 hours. So I would not be able to take the class on Friday. So Saturday we will have our class at the same time, 4:15. Okay. And since you all are engrossed in sadhana, so we will not be having the revision class also on Friday. Okay. Now let's go to the divine names, understanding the divine names of Lord Vishnu from Sri Vishnu Sahasranama. We are now on the verse 7. Let's read the verse. Agrahya Shashvata Krishno Lohitaksha Pratardanaha Prabhutastrika Kubdhama Pavitram Mangalam Param. So the 55th divine name is Agrahya. Agrahya means something which cannot be perceived, which is beyond your capacity of understanding. Understanding comes with the mind, and perception comes with respect to your senses. Like beyond a point, we cannot see at a distance. Beyond a point, when we go to the minutest part, beyond a point we cannot see something which is minute. We need a microscope. And for distance you would need a telescope. Beyond a point you may not be able to hear, because there is a capacity given to each and every sense organ of a human body. So he says that this Lord is, in true sense, agrahya means he is beyond perception. But then how do I understand him? So here they say, although he is nirvikara, he is present in each and every aspect which you see in your cognition. What you see, what you hear, what you touch, what you smell, what you feel, everything is nothing but nothing that Lord and Lord alone, because he is in the five elements. He is in the atom which is present in each and every part of the creation. So for that nature of his, where he is not perceivable, he gets the name as Agrahya. And then the 56th name is Shashvataha. So as the very word explains to you, Shashvata means who is permanent. We all are subject to modification from time to time. At one point of time, let's talk of a human life, we have just conceived in the womb of a mother. Then we grow in the womb of the mother. Then we are born. Then as a baby we grow. We become a youth, a boy, a youth, and then a middle-aged, and then old age. So there is a constant change in us. But whereas in the Lord, there are no changes in him. He is constantly the same. So by that feature, quality, he gets the name as Shashvataha. So to such a Almighty, we offer our Sastanga pranams. Now let's chant the Dhanvantri mantra 3 times together. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrutakalashahastaya Sarvabhayavinashaya Sarvaroganivaranaya Trailokyapataye Trailokyanidhaye Shri Mahavishnu Swarupa Shri Dhanvantari Swarupa Shri 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 Aushadha Chakra Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrutakalashahastaya Sarvabhayavinashaya Sarvaroganivaranaya Trailokyapataye Trailokyanidhaye Shri Mahavishnu Swarupa Shri Dhanvantari Swarupa Shri 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 Aushadha Chakra Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrutakalashahastaya Sarvabhayavinashaya Sarvaroganivaranaya Trailokyapataye Trailokyanidhaye Shri Mahavishnu Swarupa Shri Dhanvantari Swarupa Shri 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 Aushadha Chakra Narayanaya Swaha. To the Lord of Health, Dhanvantari, our humble salutations. Now let's meditate. All of you, please be comfortably seated wherever you all are. Adjust your body. Make yourself comfortable. Head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Have a smile on your face. Relax your forehead. Now, with the power of visualization, we energize each and every part of our body, visualizing the wave of consciousness, rejuvenating, energizing each and every cell of our body. So we start with energizing the legs. Energize your legs, starting from the tip of your toes, Energize your trunk and back. Energize your abdomen and chest region. Pay your gratitude to each and every organ of your body which has been serving you relentlessly. Visualize it is getting healthier than before. Energize your hands. Start from the tip of your fingers, slowly moving upwards. Energize your shoulders and neck. Energize your face and forehead. The more you visualize, the more is the energization of your body. Now our body is entirely relaxed. Our mind is calm and peaceful. So today let's do the chakra meditation. The Mooladhara chakra, which is also called as the root chakra. Color is red, situated at the base of your spine. Element is earth, and this chakra is strengthened by meditating with the Moola Bija mantra LAM, L-A-M. Now let's meditate. LAM. 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 Intensely focus on this chakra, red in color. Lam. Now let's slowly rise to the second chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, which is behind your genitals, orange in color. Element is water. And meditating on this chakra with the Mula Bija mantra VAM, V-A-M, strengthens this chakra. Let's begin. VAM. 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 Now slowly shift your attention to the tip of your nose and focus on your breath. The breath going in and out. Become aware of your mind and body. Become aware of your surroundings and where you are seated. Now slowly rub your palm. Place them on your eyes. Gently and lovingly. Open your eyes. You all must have noticed we have not been playing any background music. Please let me know if this silence is better or playing some music on the background is better. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Together we offer today's Jnana Yajna at the lotus feet of the Lord to seek His grace, mercy and blessings once again. Our humble salutations to the entire Guru Parampara. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Idam Namama. Om Tat Sat. I thank you all for being a part of this wonderful journey. So we meet again on Saturday instead of Friday. Friday being Vaikuntha Ekadashi. Saturday same time, 4:15 p.m. Thank you all. Hari Om. Good evening.